Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Today I really want to show you my bathroom essentials, kind of like everything I use in a bathroom as a minimalist and as a person who tries to live sustainably. And let's get started. So I will start with the things that I use most frequently and then move on to things that are kind of like less essential, less important, that I don't use as much. So the thing that I use most, I think, is the toilet, but I won't show you that right now. And toilet paper I also use. I haven't switched to like a zero waste option there. That's something I kind of want to do in the future maybe, but I haven't found a solution that really works for me. And also, of course, I use soap. That's by our sink, and water to wash my hands. And then we start with like really the products that I use that are like belong to me. And then the thing that I just use most frequently is my toothbrush and my toothpaste. But I do use a bamboo toothbrush, and I kind of want to switch to the ones with like exchangeable heads. And there are actually like bamboo toothbrushes or wooden toothbrushes out there now where you can exchange the head. And I'm really looking into that. So if that one, like if I don't want to use that one anymore, I will switch to one with exchangeable heads, I think. And then instead of like normal toothpaste, I use this tooth taps. This is just a zero waste option I can get at our bulk store, and yeah, it works like toothpaste. It cleans my teeth, so I'm happy to be able to use a zero waste option. So these are the things that I really use daily, and then we move on to the things that I don't really use that much, but still several times a week. And one thing is lip balm. Now I have like this self-made lip balm in a small container, and it works, and that's great, but I would like to not need lip balm at all, because I think if I drink enough water, if I like care for myself in general, then it shouldn't be necessary to use lip balm. But I realize that it just doesn't work for me, so I have to use lip balm, and that's what I do, because I don't want to have like cracked lips all the time. And yeah, if you have an idea for me how to like get rid of the need to need lip balm, please let me know in the comments. The other thing I use on a regular basis is deodorant. Now I don't use it every single day. It's also like just this deodorant cream, self-made, and it's just because if I don't use deodorant, I smell. And I know some people say, oh, it's not necessary, I don't know, but I do choose to use deodorant to not smell bad. But I have to say something, because if I don't mention it here, maybe you're curious about it. I do not use soap anymore for my body usually when I shower, and that is just because I realized that it really doesn't make a difference. Usually it's even the case that if I use soap on my body every time I shower, I smell more. Like, it's better if I don't use soap and instead just use some deodorant whenever like I come out of the shower, and that usually does the job for a few days until I shower again. I choose to not shower daily because I think it's better to not always strip the body of its like oils and things that it does to protect the skin, and that just works for me. But I totally understand if you do like sports every single day, or just feel like you need a shower, or do showers not only to keep yourself clean but you really enjoy it. It's absolutely your choice. You can shower as much as you want. Of course, if you shower for hours every day, it's not super sustainable. And that's also why I don't do that, because I like showers. And then another thing that I use pretty regularly is my wooden comb. I always use it before I wash my hair and after I wash my hair. But during the week, because I wash my hair once a week, I don't really use it that much. Sometimes yes, but most of the time not really. If you want to see my like hair washing routine, I will leave you the video up here where I talk about how I like use the no poo method, how that works for me, because again, I do not have any shampoo. I do wash my hair with water only, and I do use apple cider vinegar to rinse my hair afterwards. That's the only product I use for my hair, and that's also a thing that I have in the kitchen, so I don't really have to have an extra product for my hair. I do have a soap in the shower, and it's a hair soap actually, and it starts to like fall apart, and I mostly use that to shave. And I don't shave my armpits, I don't shave my legs, but I do shave my pubic hair, and I use a razor, so that's something again I use less often, but I still use it on a regular basis. So I thought I'll show you here. I use my safety razor. Then we also have a pouch where I keep everything I need when I travel. And I do have some extra things, like a super small travel towel I just take because I think it's really amazing how I can have a towel that takes up such a small amount of space, and then I just take that one, even though it's not super nice or convenient to use that thing, but if I can save so much space, I'm willing to just have this one. Also, I have like a small toothbrush, but whenever I'm gonna change to like the ones with exchangeable heads, I think maybe I'll just take the head. We'll see if that works. I also have an extra hair tie. I have a container for my tooth tabs, for my toothpaste, whenever I'm on the go, because I don't want to take like the big jar. And I have some tweezers, I think, for taking out ticks, because I am in nature a lot, or taking out some splinters or things like that. And I do keep some plasters in here, but I have to say I've never used them actually. But I just keep them in here as well, for my son, for example, because he needs them more often than I do. And I just, yeah, I want to be safe. And I do also have one thing that I use even less, and that is a pouch with all of my extra hair ties. Now, the way I have hair ties, I collect them on the street actually, because there are so many amazing hair ties lying around on the street, and yeah, they're polluting the environment. And if I take them, I have hair ties for free, zero waste, in a good way, and I can just wash them, and then I think they are good to go. And that's how I choose to handle it. And most of the time I'll use like one hair tie for at least half a year until I lose it or it's really stretched out. And so I have kind of a lot of these. But that's the problem with zero waste. It makes you collect things because you don't want to waste them, and that's why I just have a few extra hair ties. But I think it's not that bad. And then the last thing I have in this pouch is my menstrual cup. I'm not gonna like take it out right now, but you know how a menstrual cup looks, I think. But since I use an IUD, I do not get my period, and so I don't need that at the moment. But during the last few years, even though I've used an IUD then as well, there have been like times where I needed it. But right now, for the past few years, I haven't used it, but I still thought like I'd keep it because I know there's gonna be a time where I need it again. So these are all the things I use. I think it's really like everything. And that is just like to give you an idea how my minimalist zero waste bathroom looks. Now I want to share a few reasons with you why I choose to restrict myself that much, why I do not have any like skincare or anything else like for my body, for like anything to maintain any makeup, I don't have any of these things. So that is really everything I use in a bathroom. And these are my essentials, because kind of like everything I keep is an essential. Maybe not the menstrual cup and maybe not the extra hair ties because I rarely need them, but I still have them. And so I thought it's fair if I show them to you. So I think when it comes to my bathroom, less is really so much more. Because I have less things, I have more money, because it doesn't cost really any money to maintain that. Of course I have to buy something here and there, but it doesn't cost a lot, and it's not something I have to think about all the time. So it's really an easy way to have my bathroom. Also, I use way less resources because I use way less product, so it's just so much more sustainable. It's less polluting, again, because I do not have any plastic containers that are like getting empty on a regular basis that I have to recycle or throw away. And even if I do recycle them, I don't know if you know, but most things do not actually get recycled. So they end up in the landfill sooner or later. Also, it doesn't interfere with what my body is doing, of course, a little bit. And I still think it's important to clean your teeth. It's important to make sure that your body is clean. But I believe that we do not have to do that much. Of course, I am super lucky that my skin kind of is clear, that I do not have like any other like skin issues or problems that I have to treat. And I totally understand, and I think it's super important to look after your health. But if you are healthy, if nothing is like needing your attention, then I think the best thing you can do is just let it be, just let it do its thing. But of course, everybody has to decide that for themselves, and I think that's whatever feels best to you is best for you. Also, of course, I have less stuff. That's the whole point of being minimalist. No, it's not the point, but it's what happens if you declutter your things. I have way less stuff. I mean, you've seen it. That's just a few things. So I do not have to like use up any cabinet space in our bathroom. It just takes up such a small amount of space that, yeah, it's very convenient. Also, if I travel, I just take this one pouch. This is all my toiletries. And that's amazing. I just save so much space packing. And also it's less visually cluttering because the things are mostly natural things. They don't come in like colorful packages. And so it's just calmer on the eye. And I like that as well. That's not like super important, but it's still a nice benefit. So now I would be really interested in knowing how you keep your bathroom, if it's important to you to be sustainable, if it's important to you to like have the fewest amount of products possible, or if you really like using makeup. Also, I link you the video where I talk about why I don't wear makeup right here, and so you can check it out if you want to. Yeah, let me know in the comments how you handle your bathroom, and I hope to see you next time. If you want to see more videos, I'll link you a video and a playlist right here, and bye bye!